Right, folks, so we are live. So in tonight's sharing, I want to share with you this thing called systematic scaling. In fact, which one would you prefer to have? So when we talk about businesses, we always talk about this thing called the return on investment. It's calculated by how much you spend on advertising or marketing and how much you make as a result of that advertising or marketing. So I'll give an example. For example, if you spend say $1,000 per month on Facebook and you turn that $1,000 to become say $5,000, it just means that you have just 5x return on investment. So this is a quick trivia, quick question for you. There might be a question up and down above there. Just click on it to answer the question. And here's the question I have for you. Depending on the answer that you have for yourself, this will actually determine how much money you make over the long run as well. Okay. So the question I have for you is this: Would you rather turn every single dollar that you invest into advertising to become, say, $10? So that is 10x return on investment. Every dollar makes you $10. Every $10 makes you $100. So imagine you spend say 10x ROI. You spend $1,000 on Facebook advertisements or Google advertisements, and you turn that $1,000 to become $10,000. Right? And that's return on investment 10x. However, as you scale, now the word here is scale, right? As you scale further, you will find that when you spend $2,000, you no longer make $20,000. When you spend $3,000, you no longer make $30,000. So it's not really a correlation over there where your 10x ROI continues being the same over and over again. You will notice that the higher you play, the more you spend, your return on investment actually becomes smaller. And so that's the trade-off that you have to accept when it comes to running a business. Okay. So once again, the question is, would you rather be that person who spends $1,000 each month on advertising and you make $10,000 back as your return on investment, which is 10x, or would you rather be that guy who doesn't get a 10x return on investment? You only make 2x return on investment, but for every $100,000 that you put in, you make back $200,000. That's 2x, right? Some people rather be small and they say, hey, I only want to spend $1,000 and then make $10,000 because it sounds good. I just 10x my money. And then there's the other group, school of thought, which says, I want to spend $100,000 and make $200,000. So that's only 2x. Which one are you? Do you rather be the guy in the first group, $1,000 becomes 10K, or the second group, 100K becomes 200K? Now, this is assuming you had the money, right? So even if you don't have 100K to get started with in business, it doesn't matter because this is just an example, right? For me, it's very simple. I'd rather be the guy who puts in a larger amount of money and makes 2x ROI, but at least I know I can scale. Because if you put in 100K, you get back 200K, your profit is still 100K. If you put in 1K, you get back 10K, it sounds good, but you only make $9,000 profits. Would you rather be that guy who makes $9,000 a month profits or that guy who makes $100,000 profits a month? And so that's the question I have for you, right? And so what this means for you is that once you go beyond the first $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 of spending on advertisements, you will find that you will have what we call scaling issues. Scaling issues means you've got to hire and attract the right talents to work for you. You've got to give away some power and control. You've got to trust someone and delegate your work to them, right? That's number one. That's stuffing. Number two, you will also notice that your advertisement costs are going to be rising, right? As the more you spend, the more expensive the cost per conversion is going to be. But that's fine. At the end of the day, you will notice that even though your return on investment is a bit lesser, at the end of the day, you still make a lot more in absolute dollars. Always focus on the absolute dollars, guys. Business is rarely just about the ego. It's not something where you go for lunch or dinner and you tell someone, hey, you know what? I just 10x my money last month. Who cares? At the end of the day, even if you 10x your money, but it's only $9,000 a month, versus someone out there who just put in $1 million and then make back $2 million, they made a lot more absolute dollars. So write this down. Running a business, always focus on the absolute dollars. Now, Today's not going to be a module where I'm going to go into the nitty-gritty of stuff, but it's just to point out something really, really clear to me right now. This is something that I wish I had learned years ago, right? My biggest regret was I didn't scale as fast as I could. I just kind of played the small game for a long time. Today, I have a team, a team of coaches running the coaching for me. I've got a team of salespeople. I've got a team of tech guys who does all of the tech stuff on the back end. And, I've got lots of speakers working with me and under me as well. And so I hope you don't make the same mistake that I've been making over the years, becoming small, right? Remaining small just so that I could get a high return on investment rate. Don't focus on the ROI, focus on scale. As long as it's a positive return on investment, you will always make more absolute dollars, which means there's more money for you, more money for your business, more money for your family, more money to spend on advertising and marketing, and so on, right? So with that, once again, just to summarize this entire thing, focus not only on the return on investment, focus also on the absolute dollars that are coming into your business each and every month that you're doing it, right? So thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.